I do believe I'm losing my mind. I'm looking all over for my phone when it's right here. I am going to continue and finish my series on 1 year of widowhood and aspects that it has affected me. But I'm not ready to do that yet. I think I'm more in tune in the afternoon or late morning. It's only 7:21 right now. I guess it's my homies out there that I've been thinking about, you guys, and how many of you are going through either what I'm going through or worse. You might have a family member that's ill. You might be entering, the anniversary of the death of your spouse or loved one. It could be your mother, your father, a brother. Some of you have all of the above. I just want you to know, I think of you. I think of you, though I don't have a face all the time to the name. But I know you're there. And I know all the stories I've read, and unfortunately I have a scrambled egg mind, and I can't always place the right name with the right story. I really need to do what this other woman I watch, she said that she keeps little cards with her subscribers' information, the ones that comment the most, the ones that email you. I need to do that, but then I'll lose the card. I won't know where it's like elves come and magically take my stuff away. It's like, it has to be here somewhere, right? But it isn't. That's me in notes. I gotta keep it in a book, and then I lose the book. I lost my phone and it was right here. I don't know. Anyway, I want to talk about the Christian aspect of being a widow. So if you're not a Christian and that would offend you, I guess this is my warning, my trigger warning or whatever. I'm going to talk about, I saved this little book. 2 of them, actually. They're both by Norman Vincent Peale, and I had no idea that he used scripture in all of his writings. He kind of was like the self-improvement guy. Was he the one who wrote How to Influence People and Win Friends, or Win Friends and Influence? Was it Norman? I don't know. But anyway, I got 2 of his little books. I've got What to Do When. I like this one a lot. And Self-Improvement Handbook. I haven't touched that yet. These are kind of messed up, so I don't think anyone would buy. And they're not terribly messed up. They're just a little discolored. So he has like this great little list in the, where is that list? He has a little list in the table of contents. I'm sorry, it's backwards. What to do when angry, anxious, criticized. It's a great little book. Disappointed, discouraged, frustrated, ill, nervous, rejected, resentful, sorrowful, etc., etc. It ends at page 36, but I was looking at some of it, and it just really hit me as far as widowhood is concerned. Anxious. Ugh. He says, of all the thousands of letters I've received, the problem of worry is most frequently presented. The following have helped many to gain victory over worries. 1. Hebrews 13:6. Hence we can confidently say, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can man do to me? If that ain't the truth, I don't know what is. It's good to be reminded of these scriptures that have life in them, What do I have to be afraid of? Like, what's the worst thing that can happen if I have God on my side? Nothing else really matters, and maybe a lot of my viewers maybe don't understand that, why I'm, getting rid of everything and stepping out into the unknown. But God's going to be my pilot, and I'm surrendering, you know. I give up. I'm losing the war. So, yeah, I really like that. And the other one that I really liked was have no anxiety about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. And I think that's a cue word right there. Let your requests be made known to God. So I really like that, Philippians 4:6. So I'm just stopped right there and I just started talking to God. I said, I know you know what's on my mind, but here, I'm just going to state it plainly. We had a little talk about this and that, and it's a funny thing. As I'm talking, images pop into my mind, and then I stop and I say, you know, Lord, I forgot to thank you for that. So I'm thinking about, you know, my problem and my situation, and this thought comes to mind. Sometimes, Lord, I wonder if I should have even married. And then he was like, stop, reverse. And then my children's faces come into view, and it's like, you wouldn't have these children, Nikki, had you not. Well, some might say, you don't need to be married to have kids. Well, yeah, I know, but back then you did, you know. I mean, it didn't go societally. And in my own conscience, I figured father, mother, family all goes together. That's my thinking. And, you know, that came to mind right away. And so I stopped the Thanksgiving. I said, Lord, I want to thank you for each and every one of my kids, because they're not just my children. They're like my best friends. And I said, I don't feel well, Lord, and I'm scared. Please give me time with them. They're so crushed over the loss of their father. Please don't take me right now, because I've been having some physical problems. I'm going to talk to my doctor about it tomorrow, but he wanted me to go get blood work, and I haven't been able to do that, and I'm going to take care of that this week. So, yeah, so I'm talking to God, and as I'm talking and stating my problems, these little images of what I need to thank him for just keep coming into my mind. So I said, you know, I really want to thank you that you gave me this little place for the time I needed it. You know, I badgered the, the realtor had it, a realtor. And down here in Florida, a regular realtor can't sell mobile homes. You have to specialize as a licensed mobile home dealer. They consider it a vehicle, even though you can't drive it anywhere. So it has wheels, you know, whatever. It's mobile. I don't think do they still put, I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to basics here. So I'm thanking him for that. And I said, you know, I may not have what we had in the beginning of Dennis's illness, but you still left me with something. And I want to say thank you. I appreciate it. And help me to do right by it. Help me not to make a mistake. And I'm saying that right now to you, Lord, too. Help me not to make a mistake. So, I don't know. I just kind of felt compelled to talk about, you know, that aspect, because it hit me really firmly. And if you sit down, you'll not be afraid. And when you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Proverbs 3:24. And you know, I always thought when Dennis passed that I was going to be terrified to sleep alone in this mobile home. And I wasn't. And while I have trouble waking up in the middle of the night, still, that started up again, my sleep is deep, and it is sweet, and it's welcome. You know, I'm like, oh, thank goodness I can just have that reprieve at the end of a day, that rest, and feel relatively refreshed when I get up, depending on how many hours I got. I'm still grateful to be able to sleep for any amount of time. And yeah, just knowing that I've got his angels around me, watching, keeping watch over me, and not letting anything happen to me that isn't supposed to happen. So, if you're out there and you're scared and you're anxious, or you're just plain old sad, I just want you to know I'm thinking about you, and I just wanted to put this out there as maybe a little bit of comfort. I'm thinking about all my family out there who's asked for prayer. I'm thinking about you, Mary Beth, and I'm praying for you. And Sun Yun Ray, So Yun Ray, I'm so sorry, I keep messing up there. I'm thinking about you and your brother. And wow, MJM, I'm praying because now now all three are ill with COVID, and I hate being sick, and I'm just praying that you get better soon. And Esther, I hope everything's okay out there. I'm worried about you, and I'm thinking about you, and I'm placing you in the Father's hands, And oh, I know there's another one. Come on, Nikki. Oh, my poor brain. I have brain issue. Hang on a minute. I just got notes everywhere. Soki's mother, and Terry. I know that this is the time of year for you also, that you lost your husband. And I think I got the right person. I don't know, my poor mind. And yeah, I think I remembered everybody. I write little notes and throw them around, and when I pick them up and I find them again, I stop and I pray and I think about you. And those of you that I'm not thinking about at this moment, I go through my comments sometimes and I find little things and I say, please be with them, Lord, and comfort them. And wipe away every tear from their eyes. And sometimes that takes a while. And sometimes he's just there to let the tears fall and watching over us, I do believe that. And our loved ones are watching over us. I don't know how it all works. People translate the Bible in different ways. And I have my own thoughts about it, because I was like a really serious Bible student where, my concordance was always out and I was looking up the meaning of words to see if it was actually translated the way I would imagine it should have been. And I'm no scholar, I get that, but I always relied on the Holy Spirit to guide me. And even the Apostle Paul said, to each his own interpretation, whatever that means. I don't know. I guess I'd have to look up the words in that one too. Quit being a perfectionist. Okay. So, just at the Christian aspect, I just want you to know that it isn't always easy to believe. It isn't always easy to have faith. It isn't always easy to be grateful, thankful, cheerful, etc. But if we just try a millimeter at a time, we're moving in a better direction. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Don't forget to email me and let me know how you're doing, because I really want to know, and I really do care. If I didn't mention your name, email me and say, you forgot me, and I'll be like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I'll mention you in my next video, because I don't like to forget anyone, and I just feel like, I'm putting out that energy to my people on my channel, and even those that don't even know I exist all over the world. I think of them. I think of those suffering in third world countries or under oppression. Oh, my heart aches for the entire planet. But there are good things here too, and my heart rejoices for all those good things, and I am thankful that one day all will be just, and all will be fair, and all will be good and pure and wonderful. And I anxiously await that day. Not too anxious because we're not supposed to be, so. Okay, bye.